Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the performance of the build of the week, which is Reps of the Universe 7 in their own Esbr. Now I have completed this Esbr, but to be honest with you, it's still quite challenging. I think, like I've said before and I mentioned in my build video, Reps of Universe 7 needs a little bit of help. Now they do get some on the JP side and they will get it over on the global side, but I think they need still 1 or 2 units beyond that to really be back into relevance. I think the team received so many buffs at the 6th anniversary that really it became difficult to, like run the team, like upgrade the team consistently. They released so many LRs, so many free-to-play LRs. They easy aid so many units, so it was a very interesting experience. I tried with this run to use some of the units that I haven't really used before, notably Gohan and Frieza and Gohan and Piccolo. I'd never really used them a lot until this run, and yeah, Gohan and Frieza is an experience. Gohan and Piccolo I think are good. Look, they all have qualities that add to a ESBR kind of run. So, for example, Gohan and Piccolo, they can stun, which is pretty helpful. Frieza and Gohan, they seal, they can attack and defense lower. It's not that they're terrible, it's just very difficult to understand the direction with them. So, we'll have to see. Obviously, Master Roshi is a great free-to-play option. He has the ability to stun, he has the ability to seal, he's got his revive mechanic, which is really strong. And I think the whole team was very dependent on the revive mechanic. At the time, Gods of Destruction was kind of the hardest content in the game, which Goku and Vegeta could handle quite well, quite respectfully. And so the two of them, realistically facilitated a lot through their revive skills, which I think was important at the time. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to use some of these units now. Gohan and Piccolo, for example, actually did a pretty good job, honestly speaking, so that was quite fun to use them and just see how well they did, whereas Gohan and Frieza was just a very confusing experience. In terms of your leads for this, personally I would probably go double int Vegeta. You can go double tech Goku Frieza. Goku Frieza gives you a little bit more stats overall, but I like the int Vegeta. I think in Vegeta you can pop a Ghost Usher and he defends quite well. Using this Goku is also a very, very good choice. The Strength Kaioken Goku, as much as he hasn't received his Easy A on global side, if you watch my original run of this ESBR, I did use Goku. And there's a reason why. His active skill is still quite possibly the most important mechanic or component towards how effective these runs can go. He just does so much damage and augments the lineup's damage, and just in general the active skill is still so strong. It's just so damn strong, so it's very, very important. Goku himself is pretty good. He does good damage. Obviously in his Easy A state he's a lot better, but for me personally he was still quite fun to run. I think his active skill still carries his weight quite substantially. But yeah, the team itself does need a bit of tweaking. You need to be careful with who you run here. There's a lot of good utility. The fights themselves are quite strong for a ESBR. Like, they're pretty well tuned, especially the ESBR is quite well tuned. I think it's a very good challenge for the category overall. With the Rainbow team, maybe you'll like curb stomp it a little bit. I think the int Android 17 Reps of Universe 7 and Physical Golden Frieza Android 17 combo units do help a little bit here. Like, I think they're very good choices, especially 17 and Frieza. I think with a couple dupes they're actually a lot tankier than some might think, and I think that does help out quite a lot. So yeah, but overall, I would say that it's a pretty cool team. one thing I really like is kind of sinking Spirit Bomb into Spirit Bomb. You can see that here now, like just tossing out the Spirit Bombs, which is really, really awesome. And they do great damage, and they just help to set up the lineup and just do a lot. So it is really good stuff overall. And yeah, I did enjoy running the team. Like I said, they're a bit gimmicky, but you can do some really cool stuff. Like you can Spirit Bomb Goku into Physical Blue Boy's active skill, which just does like insane damage. It's like a crazy combo whereby you can just like absolutely incinerate the opposition. There's just some really crazy cool stuff that you can do. And yeah, I think like overall it's really quite awesome and just a lot of fun. But yeah, it's going to depend on you. It's going to depend on your box and what you can experience. But I think they're a fun team to run. Can you use them in other ESBR, SBR? Well, yeah, of course you can use them in Universal Survival Saga, which has its own SBR and ESBR stage. You can also use a couple of them for Pure Sands, Realm of the Gods. You'll have a couple of them as options for sure. Yeah, I think there's enough crossover between them and other categories that I wouldn't say you're not going to run any of them. But I do think some of them are much better oriented towards SBR and ESBR, and I just think some of them are not great. But that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, and of course I will see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and bye.